People are wondering, where did all the Black girl groups go? So we went searching and found plenty of these groups on the scene. But there's a few reasons why you may not be hip to them.
Why aren't there girl groups? And I'm like, but we're here.
But no, there are girl groups. The girl groups are coming back.
It's out there, it's just not big or mainstream.
I just know that in the 90s, there was a plethora of girl groups and they were all talented and they all did their thing.
Taj isn't lying. Nearly each year in the 90s, you can find at least one Black girl group topping the Billboard charts. The most popular formations brought women with unique styles, personalities, and voices together to form mesmerizing harmonies.
It is possible to not just sing in harmony, but to live in harmony with each other.
They all had their signatures, which made them stand out. You can't really take away who they are, what they brought to the group, them being authentically their characters.
Looking back over the years, a lot of our favorite Black girl groups had one thing in common: strong roots in family, church, and community.
I grew up in a Pentecostal church. That was my training, my foundation. That's where I got started. That's where a lot in our day R&B singers, they got started in church.
I've known other sisters, that sing, and that kind of close sound is sort of blood.
Mary and I went to the same elementary school. Diane and Ray went to the same church. We all lived in the same neighborhood.
Music and culture journalist Naima Cochran says the industry has changed its formula for finding and forming girl groups for 3 key reasons.
There were community programs and nonprofit programs and all these different places that people could go to nurture this talent and be taught. Even just music in school programs, those don't exist the same way. We had adult artists who had not come through the same kind of church training that the artists before them had.
And funding these groups started to raise concerns.
Women are more expensive as talent to develop than men and to travel than men. So when you add into that vocal training and choreography and rehearsals and traveling people and again, hair and makeup, and you multiply that by 4, that's expensive.
Social media makes building fan bases much easier and accessible for upcoming artists now. But this online exposure also has its disadvantages.
One of the downsides to this digital space is that artists are now expected to come to labels kind of already having done the artist development groundwork. It is not one size fits all with a group. And I think that labels not really being invested is to the detriment overall of new talent, but especially to the idea of being able to bring groups back.
And Cochran says all these changes have led to one effect.
So we have people leaving the church, we have folks who haven't had music in schools, then we have the music industry with no money. All of this is happening at the same time, which just does not lend itself to putting together groups of, multiple acts, period. But especially women.
Acts like Flo, the Shandellas, and the Boykins prove that a resurgence of Black girl groups is on the horizon.
It helps that we're all going through the same thing. It's a really tough industry and space to be in. So I can only imagine how much more stressful it would be on your own.
It's up to us to support acts that are fighting for the future of these groups, because their presence is important in more ways than one.
Even though I'm kind of preaching gloom and doom about the future of Black girl groups, I want to be very clear. The existence, the appreciation, the history, the continuous study of Black girl groups is essential to our culture, to our society.
The power of girl groups have not changed, and we can see that. We're going to prove it.